and share my screen so you can see what I'm talking about. All right. So iPicky, IPICCY. Are you guys hearing me out there? Make sure you hear me. If you can hear me, put a Y in that chat screen over there. Okay. iPicky. This program right here, I was marketing online and I was putting out webinars and inviting people to webinars, and people would show up. But I had a person that's in our membership. She's been with us for a long time now. She would not pay attention to nothing that I was putting out, none of the information I was putting out. It just so happens one day I put out some graphic training about showing you how to utilize a tool to make some graphics. And she showed up to the webinar and she's been with our business, operating with us ever since. So sometimes, you don't know what's going to attract people, what information you're putting out there, but you keep on doing it. Make sure you're putting the value out in the industry. The more value you put out there, the more attraction you get to yourself. That's a little tip for this morning. So iPicky is the tool that I use, and let me show you exactly what the post was. It was our VIP members. We want to give gratitude to VIP, the people that are upgraded from level 1 and level 2. Those people have made a decision to really make an income here, because everybody knows at the first level you max out at 195. So if you really want to open up your stream of income and really want to have access to making more money off of your partnerships with your team and growing wider and deeper and even faster, that second level is phenomenal. So we want to recognize those people. So I want to come up with something that would recognize our very important people that's in our matrix. So I came up with this graphics, as you guys can see. Nice little graphic. I want it to look kind of presidential, something like that. So let me show you guys exactly how it works. What you want to do is you want to go to Google and you want to search for VIP. And let me see if I can find it. In fact, I'm going to do this. Go to Google, and in Google, there's many images. And also inside our social auto scheduler, there are many images. You want to make sure you're using proper sizes out here in the industry, because size matters. The bigger the picture is, as you start to manipulate it and change the sizes, the better the pixelation is, the better it looks. Ramon likes to search for HD wallpapers or high quality, high definition, the higher the resolution. But for this morning, we're going to go to Google and just type in VIP. And you're going to go to images. So I scroll through here, and what I like to do is I like to see something that attracts me, something that really jumps out at me. For some reason, this one right here was the big draw. But as you can see, this is a very small picture. Most people, what they would do, they would right click on it and save it to their computer. Now when you do that, this picture size is what you get. It's the exact size. This picture is too small for what I want to do. Let me show you an example. This is it right here. And I want to open it up for you. You guys, keep in mind this is live, and it's gonna take a little while for it to actually. But see how small that picture is? If I try to blow it up to the size that I need, you see how the pixelation starts to happen? See, what I want to do is when you get on a lot of webinars, whatever, they show you the successful. I want to show you what happens. You want to go back to that VIP picture, and you can. If you can't right click and get the right size, a lot of times you can click on view image on the web. So I clicked on view image, and it's the big size. It's the right size. I mean, this thing is huge, huge. I hear a commercial. It's the guy from the car salesman. He always says huge. It's like his calling card when he talks. But this thing is huge. So this means, hey, I can make a real good looking graphic with this because of the size. Look at the resolution, 9,000 by 6,269. That is huge. But the problem is trying to download it. So what do? What do you do if you can't download an image on your computer? All right, let me give you the solution, you guys. There's two tools. If you're a Windows user, it's called the Snipping Tool. All right, it's in your Windows. I don't know what Windows you have. I use a Mac, so it'll be different for me. But for you Windows users, it's called the Snipping Tool. And I wanted to let you guys know, in the Facebook group, in the file section, I already loaded the tools that you guys need for the day. Is on the graphic tools. Those are Windows. Click here and it'll give you the step-by-step editorial to get that free snipping tool. This thing is phenomenal. I use Snagit, which is by TechSmith, and here's the iPicky tool I'm talking to you about today, and then I'm going to show you another text tool. But those tools for that I'm going to be covering today are located in your file section in Facebook. So it's right there, graphics tools. Now, so let me get back to my VIP, my image. So what I want to do is I want to actually use that tool. I use Snagit. If you're Windows and you want to, Snagit is not free. It is by TechSmith, and you have to pay, I think, a one-time. I don't know what it was, but I love it. It's phenomenal. So I'm gonna show you how I snag it, and you can do it with the snipping tool. So I basically will push my little button right here, and then I'll place that cursor on there and drag it over to where I need it to be. Okay? Now, as you can see, the corners are rounded. That causes a problem. I don't want my corners rounded, and I'm gonna show you guys how to fix that in this graphics training today. Like I said, I want to cause problems and show you how to fix it. So we'll actually copy that, snag it. I already snagged it. I'm gonna go ahead and let it go. I want to show it to you. I already snagged it into my computer, so I'm not gonna snag it again. But here it is. There it is. I've uploaded an iPicky, and let me show you how to upload an iPicky. Alright, so basically what you want to do, you want to go to that website, log on to iPicky.com, and you click upload. And I'm going to discard this. You look for it inside your computer. Once you find it in your computer, you click on that image and it uploads. Since I already have it today for you guys for instructional purposes, you know, when you pull the cake out of the oven and they already got one made, since I already have it uploaded and already ready, I want to show you guys exactly how to make this graphic. As you can see, the VIP is in the wrong place. I don't want that there. I want to move that out. And you see the corners right here are not even all the way over it. They're rounded. I want it to be even. Because one thing I know, in the size does matter. On Facebook, 900 by 900 will fill that full square up. That's the size that you want to use. Let me show you real quick. See, pretty much to fill that whole entire space right there, you want something 900 or better, or higher as far as the dimensions. Maybe 1,000 by 1,000, whatever. A large picture there will fill that whole space. If you look at some pictures, they don't fill the whole space, and that's because of the dimensions inside the matrix. This is 900 by 900. See how that fills the whole space? And I created that with iPicky. So that's what you want to do. You want to fill as much of that space up as you can, because when people are scrolling through Facebook and they're looking in these groups, the first thing they look at is the images. They don't look at the words, they look at the images. So that image that's filling as much space as you could possibly fill is going to be the one that's going to attract them. And that's what we want to do. We want to attract the people to what we're doing. So let me get back to that. So now the problem is the corners. And I have this little gray right here. So with iPicky, this is one thing I like about this program. If you guys are out there doing Photoshop, if you've mastered Photoshop, that's good. But for me, the learning curve was just too hard. And some of the other programs that I looked at, it's so much stuff in there. They give you so many options. This right here, I say, is for dummies. I'm not gonna say it's for dummies, but it's for people that's really novice, newbies, that really want something dumbed down and simple. And that's what I like about iPicket. I found this from another marketer, and I've been using it. Even when I go to use the more elaborate stuff, I always find myself coming back to this because it's just so simple, anybody can use. So there's a few features here that on a later webinar I want to get with you guys and show you exactly how to use them. But right now I want to use the painting tool. I want to click up top to the painting tool, and there's a little dopper, so to speak, where I can actually match the color. You take that dopper and you match the color black. As you can see, now it's black. And here's a circle tool, brush tool right here, that if you click it, it turns it into a brush. Whatever I go over it, it colors that in. Or you can do the rectangle. And the rectangle, what it does, it makes a big long band. You can't see it right on here because of the color, but it makes a big long band. Let me show you here, right here. And even if I go outside the space, it still brings it back into the space. So I want to get those corners squared off, as you guys can see. Now it's square. Now I want to take this VIP out. I don't want that VIP in there because, as you can see, I don't have VIP. I have the picture in there. And I'm also going to show you how to make the circle in case you get on a webinar and you want to make a perfect circle for your picture and you want to put yourself up there. Then I'm going to show you how to do that today, and you can make you some professional looking circles. So I want to cut that out. I go back to the photo library. Oh man. I go back to crop right here. Real simple. Most programs a little bit harder to find. Everything's at your fingertips. To the left, crop. You want to go through the menu and play with it, see what all those features do. We're not going to do that for time constraint on here today. And I know I'm going kind of fast for you guys, but you're going to be able to pick this up. Hopefully somebody's recording this. So you want to get that VIP out of there. So you can cut it like that, or you can just overlay it. Once I get you want to make sure this thing is at the right arrow points and not keep losing it. But here you go. So if you want to take this VIP out and you want to use it somewhere else, you can. Just get it inside that circle. And once you click apply, now you just have the VIP tool. You can save that, the VIP, you can save that to your computer. I'm not going to make it the same name, that's going to overlap it. I'm just going to save that to my computer in my pit. Alright, so now it's saved, and I want to continue editing. I want to go back. So I have that VIP cut out. What I want to do is, I want to overlay somebody's picture. So let me see who is on the call today. Janet's gonna be my lucky person for the day. So let me show you guys how to get the picture. There she goes. So Janet, you go to their Facebook page, easy to do. You grab their picture, and on the options you go to download, and it will download it to your computer. I have a Mac, so your download is a little bit different, possibly. I want to name this, and I want to point it to my folder, and pretty much it all works the same, even on PC. I'm pointing it there. So now, let me see. Now I want to actually utilize that. I want to save this real quick and come back. Alright. So now I want to actually upload that picture, and I want to show you how to make it round. This is so simple with this program. This is the reason why I love this program. And you guys, we're going to show you how to complete this whole graphics. One thing you want to make sure is the dimensions are even all the way around, because guys, what a square is, all sides are equal. That's elementary. So 72 by 72, that's good. If you want to change the size, this is the perfect thing about this program too. If you want to resize any picture, add a click of a button. But anybody can do this. I hate to use dummy, but as novice or learner or new person, click resize, and you just take the constraints out, and you can resize it. I'm gonna go with 500, and I can use 72 by 72 as long as it's even. I'm gonna go 500 by 500. All right, and then hit apply. Now, what I want to do is I want to make this a round picture. A professional round picture. You know how they do when you on the webinars, you see that all the people have or on the website they have all the perfect little round pictures. Okay, we want to show you guys how to create that like the pros. So you go to frames, which is real easy, and it says round corners. Then you change the radius right here. Click the arrow down and change the radius. And I'll pull it all the way out, so it'll be all the way, the radius is round all the way around. And then you click apply. Just that simple. And then you hit save. So I want to save it. Now if I want to save the square picture, I change that name, but I want to save it as a round picture, so I'm just going to override that. Alright? And replace it. Now I'm going to go back and bring back in my rounded corners, so I can show you guys how to overlay that again. So you go to the frame, and you guys are lucky I got to backtrack and do it again. Rounded corners, and you want to open it all the way up to perfectly round, and you want to hit apply. But this is where it happens that you want to change it to PNG. So the white on the outside will be transparent, and I didn't do it on the last one. You want to change it to PNG. If you keep it as JPEG, PNG means I'll tell you in a minute what it means. But you want to change it from JPEG. Save, and now it's a portable network graphic image. Portable network graphic image. That gives you a higher resolution. Even with some of your JPEGs, if you go on Google and you notice that a lot of those pictures are say PNG, but they're not. It doesn't have the background, because portable network graphics gives you a higher resolution. It's no compression when you actually save it. So you save that. All right. So now I want to go back and show you guys how to put it onto your graphic. And this is going to happen real fast. I know it's taking a little while, but this is the reason why it's over the shoulder training. Here's your graphic that you started with. Now I want to bring that in. If you go to this feature here, it layers photos, text, and sticker. So I click on that, and it has pictures, it has images that you can use, text, and vector shapes that you can use. But I'm just going to use add photo right here. Click on add photo. Hit upload, find that round picture, which is PNG. The last one I saved was JPEG, but the right one is PNG. Click on PNG, and the only thing you do is you drag that picture over, and now you overlay it, and you stretch it out to where, you know, it covers up that BIP. Real simple, you guys. See how that is? You can make round pictures like the professionals just by using this one tool. You don't have to go anywhere. There's no complication. You know, I want the lines to show outside. I want to give it that jagged outline right there. That looks good. You can move it over with your cursor a little bit, to center it a little bit, make it look better. So now I've completed that part of my picture. I got it in there. All right, and I want to combine that layer, and I want to save this so it won't override my other one. I'll change it and put a number behind it. I want to save it as 3. All right, so let's go back to the picture. What we have here, we have the picture in the middle, but we're looking for the graphics, the text. Well, like most programs, if you get it all in one, sometimes that program don't have the best text that you want to use. But I found there's a cool text. cool text, and normally it will show you all the text here, the picture and what it looks like, but for some reason their website is having, I guess, issues. But you can still go to the text. The text I use is the gold trim, and it's called cooltext.com, and you can have logos and text and create your own text that specializes, because the text within the program sometimes isn't the most isn't the best looking or enhanced text, so to speak. I wanted to put more focus on my text to where it looks exactly top notch like this, and that's the reason why I went to the cool text. So let me go back there and show you guys exactly. So this gold trim is the one that I'm using. So I click on gold trim, and it's just as easy and just as simple. The first site I used was $25 legacy is the word. So I type in $25 legacy and show you guys just like this real quick. I changed my size, which really the size doesn't matter here because you can actually manipulate the size. I like 90 for some reason. I like 90, and I click on and see how, there it is right there. It gives you the visualization of what it looks like, and I want to go with that. And then the only thing I go is I hit create logo. All right, and then I download the image to my computer. Click download, and it downloads it to my computer, PNG, and you can actually change the name. If I open it right there, I can change the name to the directory, and you guys can do this too on your PC. I want to put it as Janet, or I want to put it as $25 legacy. And I think I already have this in there, so I'm not gonna save it, you guys. But you want to name it to your directory that so you can find it, or if you want to use it as cool text, which I'm sure you will get confused after a while. So you want to name it and place it to. But I want to show you, once you go into your layer, took my $25 legacy photo. So I just drag it. It's like a cake in the oven. You know, I got another one sitting there waiting. I just drag it over, and I want to pretty much position it. I'm using my eye skills and get the right size. Right about there is where I want to put my $25 legacy. And then of course you do the same thing with your dual upgrade, because you guys know what a dual upgrade is, right? If you're on the call with me and you guys know what a dual upgrade is, type yes into the column over there. If you don't know what a dual upgrade is, type no. Alright, now what I do to cheat, I go over here and I line my duck with that deep so I can get the right size. It's pretty close. And then I want to use my eye again. You guys that know graphics that are a little bit better, hey, boom. And I got the wrong one pulled up. But anyway. Let me go back in and put her back in here. And put Miss Janet back in here. And I want to show you guys this. So those guys that are using Photoshop or any other program, like I said, if try this one time and see how simple it is. I know a lot of it takes a lot of knowledge, and it might not be you. It might be your downline. Our job as sponsors is to provide our team with the least expensive tools to get the job done, that they can actually go out here and make themselves look professional. They might not be making the income that you're making. Allowing them or teaching them how to use a tool like this that makes them look like they're $1 million, that's going to attract more people to them, which in turn as a team is growing the team together. So now we have Miss Janet in there, and we want to actually let me go back and clean up these sides again so you guys get to see it in real time. And combine the layers, and I want to use that dopper one more time to make that black, and I'm going to use the circle brush tool up here to cover up those corners. Let me this out of the way. And down here, get it back like it was, and real quick. All right, so there we go. And now I want to add the VIP. So what I did was basically I went back to things jumped out at me, and there it is. Clicked on it. It is a PNG. Now to find PNGs, all you have to do is go to settings. Tell you a lot. Go to tools, then you go to color, and you just go to transparent, and it will give you everything that's transparent. Now some of these say transparent, like I said, because the resolution is better, people save them, but some of them might not. You have to click on them and see. If you see the little checkered background, then you see transparent. Now you upload it into your iPicky. You can upload it into the iPicky. Once you click and upload it to your iPicky, I already have it loaded, and let me show you guys exactly how to put it onto your picture. So I go back to my photos. It's already uploaded because I hit uploaded photos, and then the only thing I do is I just drag it over. Now that PNG falls in. I want to size it to where it's looking good. I like this one to touch the line, and I'll stretch it out a little bit further. Alright, so there you go. There's that VIP. Now, the name in the middle comes from Cool Pics as well. It's a white with a black shadow. And let me show you that real quick. And we're going to build this live for you guys and show you how to make graphics like the professionals, make it like the pros. You can utilize this with anything, any photo that's online that you want to create. So the white, here's the white right here. And like I said, these pictures normally will be showing, but for some reason the site's not rendering this morning. Just my luck, as many times as I've been here this morning, it's not rendering. But if you guys come back, if they fix it, if not, you can still utilize it. You just scroll over the one that you want to look at, and it'll show you what each one looks like. And you can go in there and change the size, the background color. You can actually use this. This is when you want to put more definition on your text. Graphics is the picture and all that is perfect, but you want to add a little bit more spice to the text, because the text is what's going to jump out at them on the photo. So I'm going to go with the white style logo. I click on that, and I go in there for Miss Janet, and make sure I still spell people's names right. I just go and copy. I cheat a little bit. Don't nobody shoot me. All right. Don't shoot me. So I go in there, and then I just paste it in here. That way I don't have to type it wrong. I know it's right. Okay. Now it should render. It's rendering right now. Janet. So like I said, I always like to change it to 90 for some reason. It doesn't really matter. I think because I'm going to actually stretch it for that program. And then I hit create, just like before, and I hit download, and I download the PNG, open it up. For me, I like to change it. There it is, Miss Janet, and I'm going to save it and point it to my folder. And good thing about copying and pasting is I have her name already right there, and then I just point it to my pics. That's where I save all my pics, and voila, it is saved. So I want to go back, and I want to put that right here, Miss Janet. All right, so what I do, I go to picture, just that simple, wash, rinse, and repeat, upload, Janet Stillwell logo, there it is, drag it over. I already know that I like mine to kind of like rest close to there, And on this one, I like it to rest close to there. I've been doing this a few times. You guys, you'll develop your own patterns. I like this to rest close to there, and I like it to rest close to there. Boom, voila, I got Miss Janet. Okay, I got Miss Janet. She is ready, but I need my diamonds. I need my diamonds so I can unlock. And like I said, you guys should already put in your screen if you know what dual level upgrade is. So you get 2 diamonds, and let me show you how we put the diamonds in. We're almost finished, you guys. We're almost finished, and then we'll be able to talk to you about some other things. So Google, finding images on Google. All I did was I typed in diamonds, and I wanted to find those diamonds, and then transparent diamonds, the ones that I could use to actually make it transparent. Now I believe it's this one right here. Yes, that's the one, and that's the diamond. I imported it, uploaded it into my iPicture tool. You guys, real simple. I clicked on picture, and there's my diamond. I drug one over right here, and then I drug another one over, offset it right there, and then what I did, I went into the text, I used text, and I typed in first, where did I put it? I put in level 1, yeah, level 1, alright, and then here's the color. You just click on color, pull the little Doppler over, and I wanted to match it. So you just put it over the color that you really want to kind of like emulate. I like that there, so I click that, and it says level 1. And I drag it over there on top of that, just like that. But I want to change the font. The only thing you do, I like this freshman font. Right here, different fonts. They have different fonts here that you can use. You can go through and click them to see which one works for you. Corbin, Lobster is one I love, but I use this freshman font right here, level 1, and I just set it there. Then I click on, or I want to cheat a little bit. I want to copy, and I want to hit text again and hit paste. Now, if you go back to this level 1 and click on that color, there is the code. You can copy this code if you want, and it will be a perfect match for that color. Okay, if you want. But you can also use the Doppler and go to that color and hover over it and click it, and that will give you a match. If you want 100% match, click in the code, and you make sure you get the 100% match. And then I want to change it to freshman, and I also want to change it to level 2, because to be dual upgraded, you got to have levels 1 and 2. So now, there you go. Now you guys have seen how I recreated and showed you how I used these few simple tools that you can find inside your Facebook group in the file section. The tools that I used today on how to do this. It's real simple. The man with the tools rule. That's the reason why we sit with you guys 5 days a week and show you how to do this. We give you this over-the-shoulder training. Let me go back and save this real quick and combine layers, and I want to save it to Janet. So I know who it is, and I'll save it. And then, just like any other photo, you guys, you go to your Facebook group, and then as I see that they are advancing to those second levels, what I want to do is give them some recognition and let everybody know that, and you'll see new posting. You guys too, if you have people that you know are in both levels, do me a favor, help me out. It's a lot of work to do each person, as you guys can see, but as a team, we work together. If you know that your teammates are dual level upgraded, then go ahead, write a little something special about them, welcome them, a call to action. And these are the people that 11 people came to the call to action and welcomed this person in. I don't know if you know it, but network marketing is about team. And if you're not doing your part isn't always bringing in people. Sometimes your part is being the cheerleader, being the coach, being the hoorah person. Some people have been in programs, but they never felt a part of something. That's what we want to do here with $25 Legacy. This is not just a tools business or online training. This is a family, and we want you to feel like you're a part of something. If you're a part of something, then you continue to be to pay your residual for years to come. Sometimes the tool might be so-so, but it's because of the relationship that you have with those people or the owners of that program that you continue to pay for it for years to come, and because they're giving you guys value. So that's what I wanted to cover this morning. I know it was up and down and all around, but it's effective. If you are creating attractive pictures, everybody knows that video and image content is ruling online. That's the reason why Facebook purchased Instagram. I think it was for millions of dollars that they purchased Instagram, because they know the power of the images. And that's why I'm so happy that we have a new feature coming in our social auto schedule for Instagram, and so that you can be able. But what we want to do is we want to teach you guys more graphics, more ways. Inside that tool, there's so many things that I've learned, and I want to show you guys, but we can't do it in one setting. So I'm just gonna save these last 15 minutes, bring Ramon on if he has anything that he wants to cover, and open up for you guys if you guys have any questions that you want to talk to us before the weekend gets started. Ramon?
Yep, I'm here. You had a question from let's see.
When someone clicks on your picture, will it direct them to your page? Of course not. It's not a clickable image, but you can make it a clickable image because we give you the clickable image tool. All you have to do is resize it to the proper size and make it a clickable image. Or if you use your social auto schedule and add the links up there with it, it's not going to be clickable, but they'll have the links there.
Awesome. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah. And that's the great thing. Like I said, these photos, you can use them in that clickable image tool. You guys, we haven't came up with a way to make every photo clickable. I mean, I don't know. Do you know any way, Ramon? To make every photo you create clickable? The only way, you have to use some type of tool, or you have to put it in some type of system that brings the link over from the server. If you guys know anything about clickable links, how they become clickable, is that link is tied into the server. So when they click on that picture, it pulls from that server wherever it's hosted at. If you're hosting it somewhere. Now, if you have a cPanel presented to you, then you could probably create mini sites or on my site. If you're using my site, you can create mini sites to make your images clickable. But to make every image that you post and create clickable, you're gonna have to use some type of tool. And it just so happens we have one for you guys. So that's my answer for that one. Glad we can make our own. Yes, Lonnie. All right. Just to let you guys know, we will be here during the holidays. We're not closed. You guys will still have access to your $25 legacy. You still be able to make money. Ramon and myself and Ray, we will be taking some time off from the 20th, Ramon. The 20th will be our last day to the 4th.
Correct.
Yeah. So you guys, we're just gonna slow down. We're gonna, you know, sip on some eggnog and sing some Christmas carols with the family, and come back after the New Year. 5 days a week. You know, I know you guys are out here and you're working hard, but we're here 5 days a week. And if you're on some of these back meetings, Ramon doesn't sleep, and you know, I barely sleep. I sleep with one eye open. And so we have so much on. So this is going to be our time. You can best believe when after January 4th comes, you're going to see some doubling up. You're going to see some afternoon trainings for those people who can't get on the call early in the morning. You're going to see some more, maybe after 6, after 7 trainings. That way, you know, we're going to rest up and gear up. We're going to have a lot more exciting things coming for you guys. And just to let you guys know, in that second level, there is a training vault. There is a training vault that we are starting to put videos in there, so you do have access to that. That's another value that you have for the second level, is the training. The recordings, a lot of the recordings when we get a chance to record are going there. So, and that's free for anybody that's in the second level. So it's not just the cPanel. You guys, you have training that's available for you. I just want to put that out there. And that's pretty much it.
Alrighty.
So I wanted to go a little over Visual Composer, but I only have
Quick.
Hey Sam, can you
hello?
Alright. Yeah, he has a little bit of that his computer. I'm gonna go ahead and I was gonna go over the Visual Composer, but now I gotta keep it a little bit shorter. Sam went to a great presentation. It just took a little more time than I intended, but great work. As you can see, you can create graphics using a phenomenal suite of free software in the iPicky. Again, we don't make any money with that program. We don't. He's just showing you what you can do as a member trying to create your own graphics, become someone of value, creating some phenomenal graphics. Attractive marketing is a big thing in the industry, whether offline or online. Images you see in storefronts, restaurants, you always see that juicy burger, that nice looking ice cold coffee. That's images. Images attract. And that's the reason why you walk into that front door and buy that coffee. And it's the reason why you walk into that restaurant and buy that dinner. I said that's why they have images on menus. So you can then see the images and pick from that image. Say, hey, I want this. This looks good. So, relating to industry, it's the same exact thing, and it's very similar. If you're selling vitamins, or you're selling images, if you're selling a program like that where you get BV points, then you're going to want to create images of that product. And you want to tell the benefits of that product using iPicky, which Sam showed you today. That's a software that you can use. Now, when you images, you're going to want to share them socially. Okay, so this is where you become that person where you create the social scheduler. Well, you get to the social scheduler, and then you're going to be able to then post that image out on all your social platforms. And when Instagram is added, what's going to happen? People are going to be able to see that image you just created, okay, using your product. And when they see a description in that photo, or in above you may have a text description, they're going to find out what it's about, look at the image, it's going to be attractive, they may click on your link, copy and paste it into the browser, go to that destination or whatever it is you want them to go to. That's the goal. The goal why Sam was teaching you that step by step, was showing you how to create it so it can become attractive. Because many of you, believe it or not, when you first seen that first image that Sam posted on Facebook, you're like, wow, that's awesome. How did you do it? So yes, it works. And so yes, it worked. And that's the reason why he did that today. And it was a great presentation. Thanks for sharing. Now you can take those images that Sharon showed you. You know how he saves it onto a file on his computer? You can do exactly the same, because when you have the pro version, you're going to be able to upload as many images as you like inside of the system. Now remember, the cost that you're paying for the pro version is not because we want more money, it's because it costs for hosting and it costs to keep those images inside of the system. Okay, keep that in mind. That $8, the $9, excuse me, that you're paying for, it's because it's loading in the system. It's keeping it there. So that way you don't have to save it to your computer. So when you log in and you click on saved images, they'll be here. Or when you click on images, they'll be here. These are a lot of images. If you have the Pro, you have unlimited amount of images you can upload. Now, if you are the basic version, then obviously you only have 4 uploads a month. You can only upload 4 a month. But they'll be stored here, those 4. And the next month you can upload another 4, and vice versa. Keep going. But I mean, we're not. It is optional. It's entirely up to you. But I'm a Pro version subscriber myself. So I got to upload my images into the system. As you can see here, I have different kinds of images. And saying, everybody will do the same. So as you apply your images here, as you can see, you're probably looking at these images like, I've seen these images before. Yes, you have. I've uploaded them with text inside of the image and a little bit of shade above it to stand out. Because what's going to happen is your images will look like this. And people will start to be attracted to these images. This is one I just posted today. I created this this morning. And I'm going to click on attach image. And I'll show you exactly what it looks like. Let me go ahead and click on one. I'm not going to post it. But I'm going to click on this little search sign and it's going to open it up. This is what I did. What I did, a little shade to it, and then add my text, my quote, and then my brand. This is a way for you to brand yourself, your website, your blog. To get the eye on you, okay? Because when people are looking at your business, when people are looking at your photos, and when people are sharing, what's going to happen is this, okay? I'm not showing you this just so you just look at it. I'm showing you this live right now, what's been happening. I'm going to click on notifications. This is on Google+. I'm showing Google+ because we don't have Google+ yet inside of the schedule. We're going to, but we don't have it yet. We don't have Instagram yet. Instagram should be by Christmas. Google+ is going to follow right after. Knowing that, what I've done is, when I've saved the image, when I posted the image here, I can click on viewing it and save it to my computer. And then what I'll do is go to Google+, I go to Google+, and then I'll post it in my communities. And what I've been getting is an outstanding, I don't know how to explain it. People are starting to share my images like crazy. Okay, as you can see here, right here, if you can see this, can you see this right? I just want to make sure that you can see this. It may be a little light. Hopefully it's legible. Anyone, can you see this here?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
okay, awesome. Now this here, as you can see, Olivia Cunningham and 9 others re-shared the image. Remember when I explained to you how your branding will go viral? This is my goal, is for it to go viral, because when they share it, guess what? This was posted this morning at 7:56 a.m. is when I created it and posted it. As you can see here, I got 14 plus and I got reshares. People are resharing the image. This is the one I just showed you. The reason why you want to do this is so when someone reshares it, their audience is different than yours, because your audience is different than theirs. So now their audience sees it, they're like, hey, that's a nice picture. Hey, that's a nice quote. Hey, who created that? And then guess what? Look at the name down in the bottom. That is the goal, ladies and gentlemen. So your goal is to enjoy and love this stuff, because this is another group, another 15 plus. These are all different groups. There's one group, another group, there's another group, got 20 plus shares. So I got 20, 15, 14. Start adding that up. That's a lot of people. And then you got one from yesterday, December 14th, or 2 days ago. That one I added a little bit more to it, and then I added it's not a bit.ly link, it's called the Woo link, but that is our social schedulers link. And what I do is I paste it here. But again, same exact thing. It's over and over. This lady reshared it, she reshared it, and she commented. Couldn't have said it better. And you got the quote in the name itself, so whole audience will see it. This is the goal. This is what you're trying to do. You're trying to create that influence of your images, your brand, and yourself. And every single one of you have the same power to do exactly the same. You just got to apply it. Just like Sand showed you. Create images that speak you, Okay, that image speaks him. Nobody ever created that image like that before. Why? It's original. You know how I know? Because Sam just showed you how he created it. No one created it that way. So that being said, he's standing out. He's standing out from the crowd. And now you're going to be able to do the same. So now take it a little further. Now you got the image. Now you want to create and start building your brand. What is your brand? The brand is what's going to follow you for the rest of your life. Is it going to be your name? Is it going to be the name of your company? Okay? Now, because you're going to put the sole focus on that name. Now that name is going to be in the images. Remember that, because when people are sharing them, they're going viral. Your name is attached, whether it be your blog name that you're going to have. Now remember, this is going to be something that you're going to want to keep for decades. Not something that's going to be a program like, okay, one program, and then all of a sudden a year later you're not in that program no more. You don't want to do that. Remember, it's branding you and your company, not programs. Okay, keep that in mind. So now, as you are creating the images, I'm just going to add, let me go back to Visual Composer. I'm going to reset it all, go back to Visual Composer, and I'm going to show you quickly how to create it. So I'm going to give you a little tip. Some images are very, very bright. And what happens is when you share a bright image and you add text to it, it just doesn't look right. It just doesn't look right. So you have to tweak it. And I'm going to show you how I do it quickly. What I'm going to do is click on images, and I'm going to look up luxury. Luxury. And, oh, people ask me, well, what keywords can I add here so I can find these images? Well, it all depends on what you're selling. So, luxury, again, these have to be not, I don't want to say nicknames, but you have to use a real name, luxury, gold, marketing, people, or smiling. You just put smiling. You can put people waving, so things of that nature. Remember, people waving, and then click on search. Okay, you got people waving. Again, it may not be 1 million images because these are free stock images. But if you don't like that, keep on looking. People laughing. Okay? And then click on search. And there you go. You got people laughing, babies laughing, people laughing, smiling, families. These are all kinds of images that you can use. You see here, smiling, smiling, smiling. This one we used before. This one's on our main site. Or used to be anyway. As you can see, people smiling, etc. So now you have to pick and decide what image you want to use. So let's say, for this particular instance, you want to use this image of this lady. She's smiling, just looking at the camera. Okay, so you can now as you can see, if I was to add text here, it wouldn't really show up too well. Why? Because it's a lot of white around it, like it's bright. It's a bright photo. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to click on Add Text. Okay, now here's the box for text. Okay, what I'm going to do is delete your text that's in there, and now I still have the box. Okay, so here's the box is still here, just there's no text in there. What I'm going to do now is go to the background. So you got the little pencil, and you got the paint bucket. The paint bucket is for your background color, and then I'm going to select black, and I'm going to select in the middle. So I'm going to make it transparent, right around 3/4. Or right in the middle, or a little bit past the middle of this little bar here. What that's going to do is make it shaded. So now I'm grabbing the shade and I'm just gonna bring it into across the entire photo. Okay, just like this. Now I got a shade that I need. So when I add text to it, I'm just gonna click on Add Text again. It's gonna give me an additional box. And see how the white starts to stand out? You see that? And then you can add it anywhere in the image and it'll still look good. This is just a little tip when you're creating images. Add a little shade to it to the back, and then add your white text to the middle, or just wherever you want it. The reason why I do this is because it stands out. And then don't forget to add the fonts. There's a bunch of fonts here that you can use, and some of these look really well, especially when you're doing quotes, etc. In text. So just keep that in mind. Just a tip I wanted to share when you create images. That's all. I'm not going to go over detail how to create images, but you've seen how easily it can be done. And when you add your text, you make sure after every picture you add your brand, either on the bottom or the top, wherever you want to add it. You can make it as small as you want, as big as you want, to make sure they know who you are in your company. Okay, you can have the text coming straight down like this, or you can have it straight across up the top. Obviously you don't want to cover her face too much, You know, so you might want to do it like up here or straight down the right hand side here. Hopefully you enjoyed this tip. Maybe this will help you out. So that's it for today's tip and training on adding images to your social scheduler and kind of shading it out so that way the words that you do add to it do stand out. Let me go ahead and stop screen sharing and we can get to Q&A. Is Sam here? Oh, okay, yeah, he's here. He's just muted himself out. Okay. Let me go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and open it up for Q&A. If you have any questions, you can go ahead and type it in the box, or you can, if you don't type it in the box, you can go ahead and click on the hand, and we'll open up the mic for you, so you can go ahead and ask your question aloud. If not, we're gonna let you go.
Everybody calls me Sam. My name is Sam Warren. S-A-N, like San Francisco, San Diego, San Juan.
San Jose.
Hey, I had somebody ask me, they see my name tag, they say, is that correct? Isn't that supposed to be an M? I said, I know about Baba Baby. But anyway, I've been Sam, so hey, if you call me Sam, I'll answer that too. Just don't call me late.
All right, ladies and gents. So it looks like we don't have any questions. So what I'm going to do, now we have a new tool, by the way. It's coming to the legacy. It's going to be added to the second level. It's going to replace the CPAP. Right now, there's going to be a new tool coming. The new tool that we have coming is going to be phenomenal. You guys are going to love it. That I guarantee it. All I got to do is get it there. Now I'm building it now as we speak to get it, so when we do add it, it's going to work effectively for you. I'm not going to give out the clue as to it, but no. Well, if you have the cPanel now, I'm going to leave it there for those that already have it. But for those that already have it, I will leave it there. I'm not going to take it down for those that already have it. But I don't want to keep creating them because it's a lot of work creating them. And not a lot of people are going to stay in the second level long enough to keep them cPanels. So now what happens is you store all these websites information, then I got to delete the cPanel because you're no longer in the second level. So we want to make sure that people are actually in the second level but really want to use the second level too. Those that don't know how to use the cPanel are not going to use it. So if they're not going to use it, they're paying $65. So I want to make sure they're paying $65 for something they're going to be able to use. Even the person that's just brand new coming in, they're going to be able to use that product. Because that cPanel is a bit more intricate piece of software for the new people coming in. So I want to make sure it's going to be something there that everyone can use, not just the people that know how to use it. So hopefully you understand exactly what I mean and why we're doing that. So we were going to do that a while ago. I just haven't had time. So, but we've done it. So.
Awesome. Can't wait.
Awesome sauce. Exactly. So if you don't have any questions, I'm going to go ahead and pass it to Sam so he can get his last words in, and we'll give it to Rayman and he'll close us out. So I want to thank you all for attending today's training. Hopefully you found today's training useful. And if you did find it useful, I'd encourage you to invite everyone in your downline. Why? Because if they're able to do what we've just done today, they're going to see a difference. That means you're going to see a difference in your earnings. Sam?
Yep, and today's graphics training, I mean, you guys with Pinterest and Instagram being as phenomenal as it is, and Facebook marketing, this is an area, why are you taking time out to go over this stuff? This is an area that's going to be really, really valuable for you in the long run. Being able to make these type of graphics to attract more people to you. It's all about the attraction. You have your funnel systems, you have your capture pages, you have all these things, but none of it works without people. So we want to give you the ammunition to be able to really separate yourself from the pack, separate yourself from the people that's in your industry, and draw more people and attract more people to you and what you're doing. Look for more of this training, more in depth, more specialized features and tools to each one. Make sure you show up and get your people here, because it's not about you, it's about your team. And team means everything. If you grow your team, you'll grow your income. You can use the tool, you can master the tool, but if your team isn't doing those things, then you're gonna lose out in the long run. Somebody might catch what I'm saying this morning. I'm gonna continue to say it. Focus on your team. Focus on them being able to grow and being able to have the tools that rule. And I'm gonna turn it over to Ray. Ray, you there?
I am here. Sure do appreciate you guys. Once again, the daily trainings are awesome. I hope everybody here appreciated it as well. There's tips and tricks to do these different tools, to work with them, are astounding, amazing to me. I don't have enough adjectives there. Especially appreciate Ramon going through that shading again. When he went through that the other day. Yeah, whenever he went through that the other day, just as he was getting to it, I had a phone call that I had to take, so naturally I missed the one part that I was listening for that day. So I'm thankful that you went back over that, Ramon. I got it now. I know how to do it. I got into the social scheduler and tried to figure it out, and I couldn't figure it out. Well, crap. But anyway, having said all that, this has been a beautiful day. Enjoyed the graphics training. Want to reiterate some of the people's fears. There will be 2 training days next week, Monday motivation and presentation Tuesday. Presentation Tuesday will be our last day for the daily trainings until January. Need to take a little bit of time, Ramon and Sam need to take a little bit of time to regroup, catch their breath. That does not mean that everything that's going on in the legacy is going to be shut down as well. The legacy is still going to be live, and all of the assets and the promotions and everything with 25-day legacy will still be going on. We're just going to stop the daily trainings for a week or so. So with that, appreciate everybody being here. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Ramon, for the excellent training today. We will see you all Monday.
See you guys. Be blessed.
Have a great weekend.
Thank you. Great job.